There's a general election coming up. That's when adults get to vote on who they want to be the next UK government. The election has to take place before January 2025. In the months leading up to it, politicians will campaign on lots of different issues to try and persuade more people to vote for them. But while we're always hearing what politicians think, some of you may be wondering how to get your thoughts heard on the things you really care about. Today, I've come to a school in London to meet the Children's Commissioner, Dame Rachel de Souza. Now, it's her job to promote and protect the rights of children in England.
I'm here today with one job, which is to ask you what you think the next Prime Minister should do for children.
Dame Rachel wants to find out more about what young people care about ahead of the next general election as part of a survey called The Big Ambition. Ritaj, Nafisa and Mohammed, now you're not old enough to vote, but you still have really passionate views, don't you? Why is it important that young people's voices are heard by the government?
We've just been through terrible lockdown and pandemic, and children who really weren't much at risk from COVID made a massive sacrifice for us. They were away from school. Every political party should be listening to you and putting children's ideas right at the centre of the recovery and of their thinking.
But what kind of things would you want the next Prime Minister to do to make your lives better?
There are many people that they're suffering from not being able to pay things that are essential for them. So food, water and electricity bills and stuff.
I mean, you've been talking to kids all over the UK, Rachel. Has the cost of living crisis come up quite a lot?
Everywhere I go, children always talk to me about how cost of food has gone up, about how their parents are worried about money. I really think government should be helping families with children with the cost of living issue.
School is a very important part of a child's life. A fifth of a person's whole life. So I'm saying they should improve the facilities, for example, making them bigger and more football areas or playgrounds for the children. So the children want to have fun. They want to go to school and play with their friends.
Probably safer areas. So there should be cameras or more, street lights or more people around them.
Do you think politicians, so the people you see in Westminster or walking around Downing Street, do you think they can relate to people who maybe are struggling?
Understanding and relating on two different things. They can understand it, but I don't know. I can't speak for them, but I don't know about relating.
Why do you think some politicians don't listen to children?
I think sometimes Westminster is a bubble and they're far away and they think, oh, they're having their adult debates. It would do all of them an awful lot of good to get out and talk to children more. Many of them do, and they always feel better for it. And lots of them actually really do want to. So we've got to try and think of ways we can tell them like we are doing today.
And I do trust that she will say something about it because, it's her job and stuff and she cares for the children. But I don't know if the government or the members of parliament will actually listen to that.
They do listen and changes do get made. And I think the stronger you are with what you want, the more I can take back. When I look at all the views of children across the country, they're often remarkably similar. They care about having a great education, great schools, they care about safety, they care about things like knife crime or crime on the streets, they care about peace, they worry about wars in the world, they care about the cost of living, and they care about other children. We are getting changes, but we need more. And this big election coming up, I really want your views to be heard.